Hi guys, this is my Syngonium Pink Splash, and this is an update from a clipping or propagation, and I will try to link that down in the description section. Also in the description section is, items that are being used when I was propagating this, when it was still a clipping, and the water that I did use for that stage, and then the water that I do use now that she has a root system, and also the medium or the soil that I do use. They'll all be in the description section. My social media accounts are also there, so if you guys are curious and you're interested and you want to connect in other spots like Instagram, it's down below. I hope you enjoy the rest of my plant vlog. You can hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. So here she is. Let's explore the variegation. So these are all new leaves, and you will see the vlog that I did for the clipping, the propagation, and I think there's like 2 of those up. They will be up in the video and in the description section as well, so you guys can check that out if you're curious what happened. And this is the variegation, so look at how beautiful that is. I love it. And a new little baby. When I did start to clip them, they were attached to a leaf, and time passed and those leaves expired. So these are new leaves. These are new growth. That was definitely chopped off, and this is what it looks like. So if you could see right here, there are parts that are light. This is dry now. The parts that are dark are still a little damp or moist. So what I do typically do for a Syngonium Pink Splash, this is not for every Syngonium. Every Syngonium has actually different tolerances and different water needs. So I do have a ton of varieties, so I could definitely share that with you guys. With the Pink Splash, what I've noticed is they're very similar to the white variegated Syngoniums. So you just need a day. That's it. What I mean by that is when this is 95% to 100% dry on the top part of the soil, you need to either water it that day or the next day. If you skip and you wait 2 to 3 days, the tips of this leaves will start to brown, and certain parts will start to brown. She sits in front of an east-facing window, and they love an east-facing window. They will burn at a south and a west. You can test that, but they will burn on a west as well. It depends on the variegation and the variety. But for a Pink Splash, I think I tried it last year or when I got it, and it started to burn. You can actually see my video. Again, I will link all that down below, and you can also just look at my plant vlogs. So I don't really do that. I think I only have one Syngonium on my west that's directly close or right next to the window, and I have my cream illusion, I think, that is, I would say 4 to 5 feet away from a west-facing window with a lot of obstructions in front because it has a ton of like plants on that window. So, but still, she's far away from it. And this beauty, because I want her variegation to pop, that's why I put her in front or right directly next to an east-facing window. That is really the trick for these kind of plants, is that you want them to get the right light, and you want them to get the right intensity or strength, and you want them to be right there so that the colors will pop up. Because if they don't get that, the light requirement that they prefer and is the perfect spot for them, you're not going to get the variegation that you prefer. Variegated plants are a mutation, and they are very, very unstable, regardless of the species of the plant. So that's a tip. So if you really want the variegation to pop, make sure you're getting the right light requirements. And of course, you know, everything else you're doing right. That's what I would suggest in regards to watering. They do prefer to be, obviously, because it's just the top part of the soil, they cannot handle a super fast draining type of soil like a cactus, succulent, palm, or citrus soil. Avoid that. And the reason for that is they prefer to be on the wet or moister side. Like I said, your window is only 1 day in regards to watering. If her top part of her soil is dry, water. If you wait 2 days, she will crisp up, she will start to brown, and it's not going to be very pretty, and you're going to be sad like me. So that's what I learned, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So don't use a super fast draining soil. I wouldn't recommend a moisture retaining soil because from my personal experience, that actually gave my plants root rot. I would just suggest an all-purpose potting soil that does have good drainage, but not too much, that it does retain some moisture, but again, not too much. The soil that I would recommend, or the soil that I also do use, will be linked down below if I can find it. If not, what I have tried and what is really good quality soil will be in the description section. She is being watered, I would say, depending on the time of the year, she is being watered between 7 to 10 days in between. That's just it. If you're watering your plant in the spring and the fall more frequently than every 7 days, I would say check the size of the pot, check the root system, check the bottom, like the drainage in the bottom, if the roots are coming out. Because for me, personally, if I'm watering my plant more than once a week, that's a bit much. That means they probably need to get a bigger pot. They probably need to just get transplanted, maybe in the same pot, but maybe like pull all of their root system in the top so they have more room to go in the bottom. It just depends, but usually I just pop them in a next size up. Usually when that happens for me, it means when I check the bottom of the pot, the roots are coming out. That's always what happens for me. So it's a tip for you guys to just see. For winter and summer though, that can vary, because for winter and summer, and I'm talking about for a 6-inch pot, okay? For a 6-inch pot, that is the rule that I do. For the summer and winter, for me, I have a centralized home, heat and air. So when that does happen in those seasons, I don't really need to do that, but I still do check the bottom just in case. But the reason for that is I feel like the plants for the summer, they get more light and the air conditioning can dry them up. In the winter, the heat can dry them up a lot more as well. So that's another reason. But it's a red flag for me for spring and for fall. I do live in Indiana, which is in the Midwest. I do live Northwest Indiana, which is like less than an hour away from downtown Chicago. So when that happens, you know, I'm in that kind of area and that kind of weather. I have 4-season weather. So that just kind of shares for you guys. If you guys have any, if you want to chit chat about this particular plant itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thank you guys so much. And here's another close up before I go. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.